close to the sink.
That's right. 650 twins, right?
Yeah.
All right, take care. Safe ride.
All right, take it easy.
So we are on the ride home from camping. I've been on the road for about 45 minutes or so had a little video of that, of course. Just wanted to hit the road and just kind of collect my thoughts from camping a little bit. As I mentioned, I wasn't ever a big fan of camping, so I was going to go just see how it went this time. I guess if I can summarize it, the part that I do not like about camping is the sleeping on the ground. That's it. I had a sleeping pad. It was inflated, it was fine. But it still was uncomfortable. I woke up with my back hurting both mornings. It's hard to get comfortable in the sleeping bag. Now granted, it was cooler weather, got down into the 40s, so we did have, thermal sleeping bags, and obviously you wanted to stay inside of that so you didn't freeze. It was just felt so restrictive of trying to get comfortable, and just that whole experience and waking up just aching is not any fun at all. I think if you can take that element out of it, then camping is all right. With that, my camping needs to upgrade to glamping, I think. Or just even some of those like just little cabins where you've got a little twin mattress inside. Sure, let's do that. Sleeping on the ground, that is really it. And kind of confined in this sleeping bag or whatever. That wouldn't make it very difficult if I were to go moto camping just myself, because I couldn't carry all the amenities I would need for comfort at sleeping. I mean, unless I stayed in like a little cabin type thing and whatever. If I were to do camping again, I would want a little more room to move around. Maybe an actual air mattress instead of just one of those little thin air pads, because that didn't do. I mean, it did something. Obviously, we were like, the campsite was just, rocks and dirt. So I didn't feel every rock and whatever underneath me. So it certainly did help. Like when I just tried to lay flat on my back, it was felt uncomfortable. And then you lay on your side and it's like all this pressure on your hip and blah, blah, blah. So I think it could be that I'm just getting old too. I mean, that's probably what it is if we're really looking at it. It was in a beautiful part of the country. It's fall, leaves are changing. It's very pretty. Had great weather, honestly. I mean, it was cooler temperatures, of course, but what do you expect in October? But building a fire, sitting around that, getting away from everything is really good. The older I get, the more I just want to get away from everything. So I was kind of introverted not kind of, I was introverted in like school, and then I think I kind of came out of that a little bit and was like, okay, I'm figuring out people a little bit more, and now I've got, maybe it's selected extroversion, but most of the time with just people and society and everything, there's just a lot of, I just want to get away from it all, because society in general. So it was a good break. I think it was a much needed break for our family. There's of course always something going on. Everybody's got things going on in their lives that others don't know about, and to get away from it all, I recommend that for everyone. You know, maybe it's not camping for you, but kind of being out away from the hustle and bustle of the city, it's good. The downside of that, there were sometimes I was just sitting there at the campfire, man, like, you know, just thinking, this is boring. I need something else to do. Or I was just like, if I'm going to sit around and do nothing, I'd rather be like sitting around and doing nothing at home. I guess all that to say is the camping experience was okay. I think it may have been slightly better overall than I had thought. The sleeping part of it was slightly worse than I thought. But just kind of the hanging out stuff was cool. If I was going to do it again, I would want to figure out the sleeping arrangements a little bit more. Other than that, I mean, I totally get the appeal of camping, of people that just want to go out into the middle of nowhere and just set up a tent and just chill. I get it. I would be there with you if you could put a comfortable bed out there. I don't know. Maybe I just need to find my groove. Maybe I just need to get used to it. I don't know. If the family wants to go again, I will go. I would not do that by myself. So I think Bo was right. So if you've not seen Bo's video on his solo camping trip, go check it out. I'll leave a link. But I think he's right. It's like, you know, camping is cool, but it's cool if you're with people. You have some camaraderie there, do something, somebody to talk to, hang out with. I think I'm more in that camp. I don't think I'll ever be a solo camper, because it's really hard to pull an Airstream behind a Versus 650. I don't think that's going to happen. I guess I'll just, you know, have to figure it out, go somewhere where there's like a little shack or something that I can just take a blanket or something and just lay on that and be done. So there you go. That's kind of my assessment from camping. So yeah, I'd do it again. I won't seek it out, but you know, if the family wanted to go again, or there's a group of guys, or if it's the SmartCon Outdoor Edition, you know, I'd figure out how to make that work. But until such time, I'm going to go back home, sleep in my own comfortable bed tonight. Hopefully I won't need ice packs and heating pads for my lower back. Nice lake here in South Carolina. Fun fact, I probably could do more on the interstate with this bike. Now that I've got the earplugs, I got the loop earplugs recommended by Chase and Bo. They talked about it on Live on Two Wheels, episode 31, I think, when they were talking about all the accessories. And they were talking about the earplugs so long, I had to give them a little note, be like, hey, you guys may want to move along if you want to talk about anything else in this episode. And I wanted to make sure they got through everything, especially since we've been waiting about 4 weeks to do all that content. But yeah, I got those loop earplugs because they recommended them. You know, and they're not just for motorcycling, they're for anything. And I used them on the way up, and it works great. Like, I can hear my Bluetooth unit perfectly fine, but the wind noise, the engine noise of the bike is substantially reduced. They work awesome, and they don't hurt. The motorcycle ride as part of this trip also enhances it greatly. Two really good bookends to the trip. If I had to do this trip over again, would I do it? Yeah, I would. I think next time I would pack a couple Mellow Yellows to sustain me through. That is my drink of choice. It's amazing what a little sugar and caffeine can do for me. It puts me in a such better mood. And when I say that's my drink of choice, like literally that is my vice in life. Like, I don't drink alcohol. It does not appeal to me. And if you do, that's cool. That's fine. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not trying to think I'm better than anyone by not. I just choose not to do that. Ooh, what a school. I guess it's a school. Walhalla High School. Okay. Looks like a convention center from here, but hey, cool. So I think I'll probably just wrap up the video here, at least for my commentary part of it. Appreciate y'all checking it out. If you've made it this far, awesome. If you haven't already, hit the like button and the subscribe. Maybe someday I can get to 100 subscribers. I'll do a sticker giveaway for when we get to 100. How about that? A couple of you I've already agreed to give you a sticker, so don't worry, Goonie, I got you, man. Again, appreciate y'all checking it out. Like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out Live on Two Wheels every Thursday, usually at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Enjoy the ride. Peace.